Hi guys, it's Natalie here again for Barmy Army, the final whistle. I'm here with Steve. Steve's a Spurs fan. We've met before, Man United and Spurs, but this time I think it's going to be different. Steve, tell us a bit about yourself, when you started supporting Spurs women, and just your journey so far.
Well, following Spurs, that was probably about 3 years ago when we were in the third level down.
Yeah.
And we won our way up to get into what is now the Women's Championship. So that started that season, especially when we played at White Hart Lane, the old White Hart Lane, at the end of the season. Won 4-0 against West Ham. And that year we won just about everything we took part in at that level. Yeah. Obviously, we've had 2 seasons in the Championship, which have been, first one, bit of a struggle. Second one, obviously, last season with yourselves in it, became a little bit of an easier ride with just yourselves and Durham and possibly Charlton Athletic having a little bit, say, in the promotion race, but in the end got burnt off. But obviously, over those last 3 years, been a regular supporter, and I actually, looking back on 2019, I've only missed one away game all year, and that's when they had the nerve to play London Bees at the Hive, our new home, when we actually were playing a game at Wembley Stadium as well on the same night.
Yeah.
So could not do two away games on the same day, home game and away game on the same day. Yeah. Otherwise, they'd drag myself around the country, aborted trip to Aston Villa when there was an accident on the motorway, stopped the game taking place, all the way up to Durham and everywhere else in between. And this year, obviously, so far, been to Chelsea and we've been to West Ham. In fact, been to West Ham twice, Rush Green and the London Stadium. But I won't give you my comments about the London Stadium unless you want to hear them. Because
how is it? Because we've been in the Etihad as the women's team. That was my first time in the Etihad. But for me, I liked it because, as the women's team say, because it was segregated. I know people aren't mad for that, but I liked how all the Reds were together. So what's your take on being in the London Stadium?
Well, we were segregated at both for Chelsea and West Ham. We had more supporters at the Chelsea game than the West Ham game, mainly probably because it was free, which probably helped. The West Ham game, I thought they were a little... The stewards, I don't think, really understood the fact of what a ladies' game is. Yeah. That it is a much friendlier, family-friendly, fan-friendly game of football.
Yeah.
And there were a clutch of about 6 West Ham supporters, albeit a family, in the segregated Tottenham bit.
Yeah.
And the stewards actually got them when they moved them away. And I actually went over to the stewards. I said, no, look, this is a ladies' game. We're used to being unsegregated. We don't mind. They're enjoying it. We're enjoying it. Enjoy the banter between the 2 fans. It's not like a men's game.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't think the stewards at both grounds have yet understood. What they'll be like at the new Tottenham Stadium when we play Arsenal, I don't know.
Yeah.
See, be segregated again, but I won't know how Arsenal fans are being treated. Whether they're being, shunted around like our stewards tend to on occasions do, or whether they're just being treated as a normal family groups.
Yeah.
That's what I found annoying. But obviously on Sunday at the Hive, there'll be no segregation. Everybody will be together. Good. That's how it should be. Foster relationships between the 2 clubs, not say you're over there and be done with it. Shouldn't be like that.
Well, obviously, we know each other from the 2 games. And obviously, we're in... Well, we didn't segregate, but I like that your old ground, that little hut, we took over that, and that
we took over one in. Yeah. That was Chesapeake. It's a bit archaic and it's a bit rickety, but it served its purpose for the amount of people we could get in. Now, obviously, at Barnet, we can get a lot more in, and hopefully a lot more will come. Maybe slightly annoying that the kick-off is 12:30 lunchtime, which gives the Man United fans less time to travel.
Yeah.
I do find that a bit weird.
Yeah.
Because when we played at Durham, that game, they delayed the kick-off till 5:30.
Yeah.
To allow the fans, instead of being the normal Durham 12 o'clock kick-off, it was done later in the day so everybody could get there, which was much better.
Mm.
And I think for the longer journeys, okay, really only the two Manchester clubs and the two Liverpool clubs that have got the longer journeys. That the kickoff should be 2 o'clock or whatever. I don't think 12:30 is really good.
Don't worry, they've done it for us before. Brighton.
They'll do it to you all season.
They'll do it to us all season. I'm used to it. Don't worry about that.
It's going to be a big draw for television purposes.
Yeah, that's why they've done it. That's why they've done it.
Yeah. So, but I just think it'll be a much closer game than the two last season.
Yeah.
Mainly because we made a lot of signings. Now, as yet, Juan and Karen, I'm not sure know which is their best lineup because it's chopped and changed a bit over all the 4 games we've played. So I'm not sure that they actually know as yet what top, best players. But I don't know if you are stronger this season than you were last season. Without Alex Greenwood, are you as strong?
I think she doesn't know. Like your managers, I think Casey doesn't know our strongest lineups yet. I think we've got Lotta in. She did really well the first game in the derby. She didn't play it all, but she did well. And I think everyone did well that game. Everyone did well Arsenal. For Liverpool, we sort of looked off the pace than we've ever done before. I'd say that was our worst performance that I've seen of the girls, and including Championship last year. So, but it still came out with 2 goals and won the game, 3 points. That's what it's all about. Obviously,
yeah. I mean, we lost
last year. It's not going to be like that. You've got a lot of good signings, but like you say, we've got a lot of good signings.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't have Gemma Davidson or Ashley Neville playing at West Ham last week. Ashley Neville came as a late sub. Why she didn't start, I do not know. Gemma Davidson was obviously injured, and I hope she's fit enough to take her place on Sunday because we kind of missed her on that side. So they make a big difference. Rhiannon Dean,
is that the one who's been standing out for you then, Gemma Davidson?
She has done in the 2, the 3 games she played.
Yeah.
So stood out as being obviously the one with experience.
Yeah.
She's 32 now. She's probably past her best, but she can pass on a lot of knowledge to the players around her. Because I
stood out again. Even in the Championship, Ashley Neville stood out a lot. So it sounds like she's still playing her game, and she's upped her standards a lot.
Oh yes, yeah. I mean, I said I was just amazed they didn't play her at West Ham, but only came on as a sub. But again, I suppose that is because they're still trying to find the best formation. Yeah. That was the first Rhiannon Dean had started this season because of injury. And you might have seen the header that she put in from Rosella Iron's cross.
Yeah, I did.
It's a superb cross and a superb header.
I always liked Rhiannon. I've always liked her. She didn't score against us last season, but she was banging them in last year. So I think definitely that goal.
Behind Jess Sigsworth, wasn't she, in the top final total?
That goal will do her a world of good. And I mean, for us versus Liverpool, there was spaces down the wing. So if that's the way that you're going to play it and then whipping the balls in, I'm not.
Well, if Anne plays like she did against West Ham and using her pace on the wing, yes, there'll be a lot of that coming in.
Yeah.
Because she excelled on Sunday. Earlier in the season, she looked a little bit shaky when she was playing because she didn't have a target to aim for in box when she put the balls in. There was no real, best player in the world, Lucy Quinn, was holding back a bit. She wasn't an out-and-out striker.
Yeah.
Jessica Nass is still injured, so we haven't got her to come in from midfield, so we're going to be missing her for a bit. But I think it'll be a much, much, much closer game. You might nick it. Huh?
What do you think then? What do you think? Scoreline, predictions, how the game will go?
I would say, I'm not going to make a prediction. My predictions are hopeless. I might as well say 8-0 to you because I'm completely wrong. I think it's going to be only 1 goal in it.
Oh.
One way or the other. It's not going to be like the 4-1 or the 3-1 or the 5-1 or anything like that. It's going to be 1 goal either way. Most likely, I would think a draw. Because we have improved a lot over last season. Because I say a lot of new signings. We'll have to see. We will. I'll be extremely happy with a point.
I won't be, and it's not because you haven't improved. It's because I think that we should be. We've played the 2 top teams, and I know you played Chelsea and you did really well. But we played, the 2 top teams. We were lucky not to come away with a point in both of them. I'd say.
Yeah.
Jackie Gronin's back. World Cup finalist. Sorry. I think she's going to make a big difference. I think we missed probably that's my one worry is where we're going to get these goals from. So I think Jackie's going to make a big difference playing, hopefully. She looked brilliant against City. If it's one goal, obviously I'm hoping it's towards us. If we lose, I'll be devastated.
I'd say you start favourites.
Hey?
I'd say you start favourites without a shadow of a doubt.
Hopefully.
Based on previous history.
Yeah.
And I just think we've narrowed the gap, that's all.
Yeah.
We're not aiming to win the league or get anywhere near the top. We'll be happy with 6th, which is what I think the Daily Telegraph put us down to finishing. Yeah. I think you were fourth or fifth.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we're aiming for. We just want to be above the Birminghams, Bristols, Evertons, Liverpools, West Hams. They're the ones who are aiming to get above. We're not aiming to get above Manchester United. It would be nice, but it's not the main aim.
Yeah.
I
think it's going to be a really good game. I look forward to seeing you down there. It's an early start for us.
We're roughly on the halfway line, so.
Yeah. Well, I think we're a bit off to the side. I don't know, but you'll see up there.
So it doesn't matter where you sit.
Yeah.
You can go anywhere in the ground. That isn't the problem.
Yeah.
Unless they've given you tickets over on the other side of the ground, on the small little stand where the directors and all the rest sit, and the trainers and all the rest. But I don't think you will. The Reading supporters they were over on our side. I think the 2 or 3 Liverpool fans who made the trip, there weren't that many more of them. They were on our side as well. But obviously, there's more Manchester United supporters. Yeah. Judging by last year, we hope it will be
2 buses again. 2 buses again. Don't worry.
Buses, but all the extras that come along because it's Manchester United. Because you've got a big fan base in London alone.
Yeah.
So you don't know. I mean, how many were there last year?
What's that, sorry?
It was 1,800, wasn't it, at Cheshunt?
Yeah.
Our average gate last year at home was about 500.
Yeah.
The one game we've had against Liverpool in the league was 996. Yeah. So we're hoping it might be pushing near 2,000 or more Sunday, which would be good.
That's what I want to see. I'll see you there then, mate. Thanks a lot for speaking to us.
No
Can't wait to catch up with you after. If you want to come and speak to us after as well, we'll be doing something similar.
Well, we'll probably go down in the bar underneath anyway.
Yeah, okay. Definitely see you there then. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for talking. See ya.